días. Yo soy Martín Erazo, estoy hoy día aquí con mis compañeras Vanessa Yuleac y Melanie Ortiz para hablar con el gran atleta ecuatoriano Silvio Guerra. Queremos tener una conversación, una entrevista para poder aprender un poquito más acerca de esto y además poder practicar nuestro inglés, el que aprendemos en nuestro colegio Pitagórico High School. Entonces nos gustaría comenzar ahora. First of all, nice to see you. I'm so happy to meet you. It's really something really nice for me. I wanted to ask you if it's nice to be here. You like to be here right now?
Well, thank you very much for giving me the time, and I really appreciate. I live in USA, so I'm just visiting here my family for a few weeks, and I'm leaving on Monday. But it's always a pleasure to be here in my country and enjoy with you guys, especially today.
Exactly. You want to talk? Don't worry, talk.
You miss Ecuador? Living in Ecuador, you miss your family?
I miss everything because I born here. I'm from the north of Ecuador, Carchi, San Gabriel, my city. And I left from here around 1988, which is when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
But I was going back and forth all the time because races. But I always miss. Doesn't matter how long that I've been there. It's almost 35 years since I live in the United States. But it's always a pleasure, like I said before, to be here, and I miss everything, basically.
Yeah, obviously.
And how was your life living here in Ecuador, in San Gabriel, Carchi?
Well, my life was a really hard life because I come from a big family. We were 11 brothers and sisters.
Okay.
We always have a struggle finding food.
Yeah.
And we were very poor, where my father, who just passed away 3 months ago.
So sorry.
And he was working in a school as a taking care of the school, where all the childrens, we always help him to get the money, basically, you know. But it's hard when you have a big family. And also, what's very important here is when the fathers are now responsible for the kids.
Yeah, obviously it is. It's something that obviously is gonna be like impact your life. And actually, I wanted to ask you if when you start doing races and start being an athlete, it was obviously this thing about the money. It was hard to start doing sports professionally.
Money is always an issue because to be in sports, and if you want to get up there, it's very hard unless you have some help, sponsors, for example. If you have sponsors, then life can be a little more easy. But like I said in the beginning, we struggled. One of my sisters, who was my oldest sister, who started doing the running, she was my model. So I always help her as a just companion, because here in Ecuador, we always taking care of women in this case. Yeah. And that was the tradition. So I always went with her and helped. That's how I start running. And nice. So I'm always really happy because she's the one who started. I don't know if she didn't start. I don't think I should be here.
Yeah, that's so cute. Eleni, would you like to say something about it?
Yes. Would you like having a different job?
Well, I have a different job, no. But when I was in my career running, I will not change for anything, because running or to be in sports is the best can happen to someone like me. You know, I will not change anything because I had a lot of opportunities, like to go and run all over the world. I know a lot of people, and I know other cultures. Even I learn other language, like I speak Portuguese, my English too. And so that's the opportunity you have when you are in sports. And it's not just that, but it's to open different borders and knowing other cultures, and that's the what it is about sports. And also
You?
you get a lot of from other people who also is in sports. You learn
Yeah.
as you walk in.
Yeah, it's like having some friends there and be like, and giving each other some support and be like, I'm gonna be there, and if you do something wrong or do something right, I'm gonna be there to be happy for you, help you, anything like that.
Yes.
That's what it is. You know, you communicate with them. Also, you live with them.
Yeah.
Like I had opportunity to go to Europe and spend time there. I was in Sweden for a few months there in 1990, 1991, 1992 because I was trying to qualify for the Olympics in Barcelona in 1992. So the only way to do that for me was to get out, especially Europe, where there's a lot of races on the track, on the
Yeah.
stadium, which is a little different. And so I live with different runners from different countries,
Yeah.
from Africa, from Latin America. So that's the what I really enjoy, you know,
Yeah.
because like at that time I didn't have a good English. I was like struggling saying something, you know.
Uh-huh.
But the other ones also they didn't speak, so I was trying to learn a little bit of their
Yeah.
language too.
Uh-huh.
So that's the what it's now in my mind, in my heart, and moments that will not erase
Yeah.
in my life.
It's fun and really happy to meet another type of person, of people. Sorry.
And also how you say they're like, oh, all of you were doing the same thing and trying to get up and trying to qualify to the Olympics, trying to be like making their
Doing the
dreams come
same.
true. Yeah. And
Yes,
it was
we had the same goals
Mhm.
in our minds, right?
Yeah.
Those guys they were trying also to qualify for different events, not just the Olympics, right? And also most of them they were trying to make some money.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was trying to do too.
Yeah.
Because one thing is just to qualify for something, but also I have to eat.
Yeah.
And I have to help my family.
Yeah, obviously.
Which is that's the most achievement in my life because with my running, with my sports, I have the opportunity to give a house to my family, something we never have.
Yeah, that's so. I wanted to ask you also, talking about this of going a lot of trips and meeting a lot of people. Did your family anytime, like at least one or two brothers or even your mom, go with you to any of these places?
Yes. My mom, she's always the one who is my favorite, and I always invite her to the biggest races, and I have stories with her. We were in a New York Marathon, for example. She was in Boston with me. And biggest races, I always invite her. And also my brother, my younger brother, who also was a really good runner. And my sisters, obviously, the ones they were involved in the running, that's what I invite. Because just to mention a little bit, my mom, she's a Masters World Championship.
Really?
She got the gold medal in 5,000 meters. And
Wow.
7 years ago in Brazil.
Really?
Where
Wow.
they host the World Championship for Masters. So she's a world champ in the 75 to 80 years old category division.
Wow.
I imagine that your mom is proud of you, of all the things that you are won. So any of your familiars didn't accept you as a racer, as an athlete? Sorry.
Like I mentioned, my other brothers and sisters, they also wanted to get there, to be a runners, but nobody's the same, right? So some they have good talent,
Yes.
and some they didn't.
Yeah.
It's like in everything, right?
Yeah.
You are a great student, and you can be less student, right? So that's the way it's in the family. But all of the family, we were involved in sports, or at least supporting to the ones we were in front.
That's so
All of your
amazing.
family practice the same sport, or some sisters or brothers practice another sport like football, basket?
anything
Volleyball
like
and
that.
Well,
tennis.
they did other sports, but just for fun, right?
Yeah.
But nothing
For
professional.
hobby.
Yeah, nothing professional.
Yeah.
And when you go to the USA, you had a drastic change?
You mean address change?
No, drastic.
Drastic.
Like it was something
Drastic.
really, really hard, or was like
Or
something
More
not as hard as you
easy.
think.
Well, was really hard. You know, it's the shock of the culture, like I said in the beginning, the shock of language, obviously. No,
Yes.
so all of those things were really hard in the beginning. But as soon as I start having friends, having girlfriends, help a little bit more. You know, I was not feeling
Yeah.
lonely, because that's one problem that a lot of people they suffer when they go somewhere else. They suffer because they feel
They miss their family and they miss
alone.
You just
You know?
leaving
Yeah.
all your life behind and start doing something
Yeah.
new
Like
and
my
completely
brother.
different.
My brother, he couldn't stay there. Even he was with me there,
Uh-huh.
but he decided to come back here because he was mommy's, you know,
Children?
Mommy's
Mom, where's
children.
mommy? Yeah, mommy's
Yeah.
children. So that's what you know. I was different because I stayed there
Mm-hmm.
and I did my best, and that's what
Yeah.
I like about my
Ex-
my experience,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because I was really strong. I didn't care, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if I stay there for 2, 3, 4, 5 months,
Uh-huh.
but I stay there until I get something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But also how we are Latin people in general, we are really so close to our families, and there's like, I really need my family to be okay and feel safe and everything. And obviously leaving and trying to, how you say, make some money and try to help them is always going to be some really, really hard for you. And of course, not every single person is going to be able to like support that and be like, okay, I'm going to do this for me and for my family, like something really,
It
really
is.
hard.
That's part of the culture where, as Ecuadorians or as South American or Latinos, we are very close to the families, right?
Yes.
And that was a big change
That's our
there because
our culture.
because families there in USA, as soon as you are 18, 19 years
they
old, they leave
get
out,
out
of
Yeah.
the house.
your
Yeah, yeah,
Right? And that was a little different for me, but not.
It's like
Uh-huh.
Venezuelans here in
Yeah.
in Ecuador. I'm Venezuelan. I'm an immigrant here, and it's hard to leave your country and leave a part of you.
Mhm.
In your country is really hard. I miss.
Yeah, of course you're gonna miss everything, girl. Like, yeah,
There is my dad. I miss my dad, but
Yeah.
we lived. We moved here to have a better life that we had in Venezuela. So
yeah. Obviously, how
That was the same for me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I left out of my country because I want to have a different life.
Mhm.
No, I want to have different life for my whole family.
Yeah,
So that's one of the reasons why I had my goals.
yeah,
I said, okay, until I don't get a house for my family,
Mhm.
until I don't get something for me, I will not come back.
yeah, yeah. And like, this is a really like important theme to talk about. I would really love to know what people that are seeing us think about it. So if you could tell me something that they are saying for us to know and like give
In
some,
the comments.
yeah, the comments. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bueno, tenemos unos comentarios,
Yeah.
unas preguntas que nos dice, ¿qué consejo o qué hábitos darías a los niños y niñas que sean grandes deportistas como tú? Dice, para que sean grandes deportistas como tú.
Great. Would you like to tell us about like that? What would you, I guess, advice would you give us?
Yeah, sure. First of all, the advice should be for parents,
Mm-hmm.
because parents are the ones that they have to help our children to get outside.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we are seeing a lot of children not moving out of the house. You know,
Yeah.
we have a lot of technology that is not helping too much to us. And the kids, you know, I can say it
It's
from
very-
my kids. You know, they're in their phones all the time. Come on, let's get out. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a run. They don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a big problem right now for all the children. So if parents, they can stop that and help
Mm-hmm.
a little bit to get those children move,
Yeah.
because otherwise we are going to have no athletes in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Melanie, what do you think about this? Tell me.
I think it's for the father and mother, because they have to support the children and
Yeah.
say, "Oh, my children want to be an
Athlete?
athletic," and I say, "Oh my God, I like and I support him, and I stay here in every moment."
Yeah, that's so nice, because obviously how Silvia is saying, not everyone got the money, but if you really try so hard and work so hard, you can get it someday at least.
And if you have support of your parents, you have a plus there. So
Yeah.
because if you are minus of age,
Yeah.
it's hard to pull
Start
up
doing that.
yourself.
Yeah.
You need adult that supports you
Yeah.
in everything.
And to know that they are
And
going
you
to be there
depend
for
on
you
them
every
to
single
do
step of the
everything.
way.
And
Actually.
at this point, I can mention to you guys and people who is listening to us, my mom, so I told you guys we used to live in San Gabriel at
Yes.
the beginning, and then because my sister, the oldest one I told you, who introduced my running, she came here to study at the university,
Yeah.
right? So my mom, she decided to send me to, so I can be with her as a company, right?
Yeah.
But my mom, she didn't have the money. She was struggling how she want to pay for studies here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she used to come from San Gabriel to Quito here, wash clothes
Oh,
for other families.
no, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
And she stayed here 1 week or 2 weeks washing clothes, making some money. So that money she can give us here and also to bring to the other children in San Gabriel.
Yeah.
So that's how hard was our life.
Yeah.
So when I said about support, that's what started, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously we didn't think twice, like before I said, to bring my mom wherever I run or wherever I participate, because she is the one who always is going to be the biggest motivation for
Yeah,
me.
it's like showing her the work has worth it, and I'm
Yes.
doing what I wanted, and I'm getting what I wanted, and now I'm gonna give you the same love and the same support for you that you give to me in the moment that
Yes.
I really
That's what it is.
needed
We
so
have
much.
another comments maybe that
Maybe?
we can
Something else?
respond.
Tenemos otro. Diego Escobar nos pregunta si se puede comenzar a entrenar desde cualquier edad.
No sé si hacerlo en español mejor porque nos está respondiendo, ¿no?
En inglés dijo eso.
¿En inglés me
Yeah,
dijo?
in English.
Ah, ya, perdón, sí. Pero está bien en español, me dice, sí. Bueno, la verdad es que para hacer deporte no hay edad, pero hay que estar, si son pequeños, hablemos de los de 12 años para abajo, que traten de asesorarse un poquito y vean que algún entrenador los pueda guiar, porque eso es muy importante, ya que pueden caer en el pecado que le llamamos de un sobreentrenamiento y se motivan tanto los niños o las niñas por querer ser los mejores o las mejores, y eso les puede perjudicar al hacer trabajos demasiado exigentes. Es por allí que juega un papel muy importante de que se asesoren, así sea con los mismos profesores de educación física, pero que sepan de que ese niño, esa niña no puede correr más de 3 kilómetros, por ejemplo, ¿no? Y cuánto podría excederse en cuanto a su rendimiento, sea en velocidad o en resistencia, porque va a ser muy duro si algún momento un niño o una niña se lastima cualquier músculo porque se exigió demasiado. Entonces en eso hay que tener mucho cuidado.
Sí, uno se hasta sobreexplota física y mentalmente también.
Así
Ajá.
Full
es.
cansado.
Y si comienzas a hacer eso tan pequeño, tu cuerpo comienza a debilitarse mucho
Y
más
tantas-
rápido.
Y
Así
tantas
es.
horas y no te
Ujú.
puedes desarrollar lo suficientemente rápido o correctamente.
Y lo que es más,
Sí,
se
sí,
van
sí.
a traumar, ¿no? Decir, no, esto está muy duro para mí y ahí dejo el deporte. Y lo
Yes.
importante en el
Ujú.
deporte, especialmente a edades tempranas, es de que se motiven,
Ujú.
que se motiven por hacer alguna actividad deportiva.
Yes.
Una cosa, Mía Lara nos dice, ¿qué consejo daría a los padres para que motiven a sus hijos e hijas en el deporte?
Lo que acabamos de hablar hace poco, de que los padres sean activos. Porque si tenemos padres sedentarios, de que el papá llega y se sienta en el sillón a ver televisión, entonces los niños van a seguir ese mismo ejemplo. Pero si el padre hace o practica cualquier deporte y lo invita a su niño o a su niña, desde allí empieza, ¿no? Que los involucren en cualquier actividad deportiva y de allí pues ya con los años ya se verá si ese niño o esa niña tiene algún talento para algún deporte.
Tenemos otra pregunta de Mafer Ortiz. ¿Cuál era su alimentación para prepararse para sus competencias?
Bueno, era una alimentación muy restringida porque la alimentación es la gasolina para un carro, ¿no? Entonces tenía que alimentarme muy bien y básicamente sano, diría así, pero sí de acuerdo a las calorías que las utilizaba, pues tenía que reponerlas. Y si había una competencia en la cual yo tenía que solo comer carbohidratos para tener una mejor resistencia, eso lo hacía.
And you have a strict diet to
Right now?
Right now, not too much, but I still eating really healthy.
Yeah.
But you have a strict diet for your competitions or something like that?
Yes, and each competition and each race, I had a certain kind of food because I cannot eat anything that will cause me stomach aches or something like that during the race, no?
And did you organize that, or someone tell you you have to eat this, and do this?
Well, I had some people who helped me, professionals that you know who they were helping me with my diet. But in races, obviously, I just had to go and apply that. You know, what did I need to eat, but according to what I was also using before, because I cannot eat something new during during that weekend for the race, because that can cause problems.
And any other thing?
Tenemos los comentarios que dice, Kio Ayala nos pregunta, ¿qué piensa de los deportistas kenianos?
Bueno, los kenianos en sí, los africanos, son los mejores corredores del mundo, como pudieron apreciar en el video. Yo fui rebasado por un keniano, ¿no? Que justamente pues es el que me quitó el honor de haber ganado esta maratón, la maratón de Boston, de la que habíamos hablado. Entonces, África, siendo un continente, es rico el continente, pero lamentablemente han sido explotados, que sufren por la parte económica. Entonces, para ellos, venir al continente americano o al continente americano o a Europa y regresarse con una muy buena cantidad de dinero, eso pues les ha cambiado la vida, y es por eso que los africanos, a más de los genes que tienen, son los mejores y siguen siendo los mejores del mundo.
Thank you. Tenemos otra pregunta de Raquel Abreu. ¿Qué piensa de la participación de Ecuador en el próximo mundial, en el cual ya clasificaron varios atletas?
En mundial de atletismo,
Yes.
bueno, si es en el mundial de atletismo, pues Ecuador siempre ha tenido muy buenos representantes. Hablemos un poquito de la historia, ¿no? Que tuvimos la primera medalla olímpica con Jefferson Pérez en las Olimpiadas de 1996, donde también estuve participando en la prueba de los 10.000 metros. Hoy tenemos, lamentablemente, ya no tenemos corredores como los que tuvimos anteriormente en lo que tiene que ver en pruebas de larga distancia, pero sí tenemos una muy buena camada, diría yo, muy buenos jóvenes de lo que tiene que ver con la marcha, ¿no? Con la marcha atlética, donde Ecuador sigue siendo una potencia mundial.
¿Piensa que David Hurtado estará en el podio?
Bueno, David Hurtado es un atleta muy bueno que está rebasando y haciendo unas excelentes marcas. Todo depende de cómo siga su preparación. Conozco a su entrenador, sé que está haciendo un muy buen trabajo y por seguro que va a estar dentro, por lo menos dentro de los 10 primeros en las próximas Olimpiadas.
Great.
Y Lara dice, felicitaciones Silvio por hacer que conozcan al Ecuador por medio del deporte.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah.
Dice, usted ha participado en 4 Olimpiadas desde 1996 en Atlanta.
I have a question for you, and how was your best competition for you that you like more?
The one that was like,
The
this
one
one
is
I'm
my-
never
yep.
forget.
Your favorite.
Well, I have a lot of races, but I can say I stay with the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
Because Boston Marathon is the biggest race or the biggest marathon in the world. A lot of people, they will do anything to go to this marathon. So to be second twice, 1999 and 2001, for me is a big thing.
A big pride.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
For you.
that's, if somebody is listening to us and if they know what means Boston, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If
And-
like I was, like I said, in the Olympics, but as a big race for me is Boston because it's a unique marathon.
Yeah, and just for like a start, like when to finish this, I just wanted to ask you if anytime some little kid or anyone come up to you and say that you were their inspiration, and if they do, how does it feel to like know that you are inspiration for a lot of Ecuadorian people and people around the world?
Well, for sure I did. Like when I was in my best career, I inspired a lot of people, and even like there is one cyclist there who right now is a really good. Jonathan Caicedo is his name.
Yeah.
He used to be a runner, when he was at school, and he say he put the eyes on me because I was at that time one of the best runners in the world. So inspired him. Now he's a great cyclist in the world,
Yeah.
and that's a lot for me. And when I go and visit schools or running clubs, I talk about my life, and that's when those kids or those youngsters, they get something from me.
Yeah, that's so cute,
Well,
actually.
Thank you for bringing with us. Sorry.
Don't
And
worry.
it's a honor to
Yeah.
we can
With
talk
you,
with
with
you. And thank you.
Yeah, that was just really want to tell you that was really nice to talk with you, to know more about you and know that everyone, at least how you say us, didn't know a lot about your story, but now we know, and it has been beautiful to talk to you. Really, thank you.
Well, it's a big pleasure for me, especially talking to you guys. You are young, and I hope you also get some motivation to do your best in your life. I don't know what you want to do, after you leave from school, you guys. But just to talk about life in general is always a pleasure, like I said. And I wish you guys all the best, and I hope this is not last time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really, really thank you.